You've spent a lot of money looking for a solution to nocturia. Pills, supplements, even expensive doctor visits, but the problem still persists. And that's why I'm here today to share with you a no-fuss, no-cost solution. If you have these two fruits in your refrigerator, congratulations. Because what you're holding in your hands is not just food, but also an effective remedy to soothe your bladder and restore good sleep. Now, I'm going to show you how to eat these fruits properly at the right time to get the most out of them. Before we get started, I'd like to hear from you. Where are you watching this video? What time are you watching it? Please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. So let's start this journey together. Just a few more minutes, and you might find that better night's sleep are just around the corner. The nights no longer bring the peace they once promised. You may lie down after a long day, hoping for restful sleep, only to wake 2 or 3 times with the urgent need to use the bathroom. These repeated trips leave your legs heavy, your balance unsteady, and each dark walk across the room carries the quiet risk of a fall. By morning, fatigue lingers like a shadow, and even a warm cup of chai or coffee can no longer restore the fresh energy you remember. Doctors explain that this is not simply a matter of age. As we grow older, our bladder becomes more sensitive. Our kidneys process fluids differently, and the hormone that slows urine production at night begins to decline. These natural changes make nighttime urination a common struggle, yet they do not have to control your life. There are gentle choices you can make that help calm the bladder and protect your rest. One of the simplest steps is to eat 2 fruits that have been shown to support bladder health, improve digestion, and reduce unnecessary signals during the night. When seniors in Texas and Kerala began making this adjustment, they noticed fewer awakenings and stronger mornings. The secret was not in expensive pills or complicated routines, but in learning how to eat 2 fruits wisely at night. So remember, eating 2 fruits in the evening to prevent nighttime urination naturally may be the small change that brings back your independence. It is not about giving up hope. It is about choosing a path where your body, gently guided, still knows how to rest. Fruit. 2. Apple. 6. Positive changes. For many older adults, the evening fruit you choose can make a surprising difference in how peacefully you sleep. Doctors often remind us that certain fruits may calm the bladder while others may irritate it, and this truth becomes more important after the age of 60. Apple. A simple fruit you can find in any grocery store or market holds gentle power when eaten in the right way. By making a few adjustments, you may discover that this ordinary fruit helps reduce nighttime urination and restores the comfort of steady rest. Many seniors enjoy a slice of orange or a glass of citrus juice after dinner, believing it is light and healthy. Yet the hidden acidity of citrus often irritates the bladder lining, especially when the body is preparing to rest. This irritation sends unnecessary signals to the brain, forcing you awake at 1 or 2 in the morning, even when the bladder is barely half full. Replacing that habit with a sweet apple changes the outcome. Apples are naturally lower in acid, gentle on digestion, and far less likely to disturb the bladder. Margaret, a 70-year-old grandmother in Ohio, loved ending her meal with orange slices. Her doctor gently suggested she try eating an apple instead. Within a week, her nightly bathroom visits dropped from 3 to just 1, and her mornings felt brighter. For seniors in Mumbai, the same story unfolds. Switching from citrus to apple creates calmer nights, and the simple act of eating an apple instead of an orange in the evening becomes a quiet but powerful step toward uninterrupted sleep. Not all apples are the same, and this small detail matters more than many realize. Tart green apples contain more natural acid, which can sometimes upset the stomach and subtly irritate the bladder in older adults. Sweet red apples, on the other hand, provide the same vitamins and fiber without the sharp acidity. Their gentleness makes them a safer evening choice. Consider Rajesh, a retired banker in New Jersey, who proudly said he always ate Granny Smith apples at night. Yet his sleep remained broken by 2 bathroom trips each evening. When he shifted to Red Delicious apples, the sour taste was replaced by sweetness, and more importantly, his sleep improved. Within weeks, he was waking only once, and some nights not at all. For older adults in India, the same applies. Sweet red apples from the market provide comfort where tart varieties may not. Choosing the sweeter kind is not about indulgence, but about giving your body a kinder path to rest. Timing is often overlooked, but it quietly shapes how the body responds. Many seniors enjoy a bedtime snack, hoping it will prevent hunger at night. Yet eating fruit too close to sleep places pressure on digestion and bladder function, leading to nighttime urges. Eating your apple before 8 in the evening rather than right before bed gives your body time to process the fruit gently and reduces the chance of late-night bathroom visits. Eleanor in Florida enjoyed her apple at 10 each night. She believed it was harmless, yet her bladder kept waking her at midnight. Her daughter suggested she eat the apple right after dinner instead, around 7:30. The difference was striking. Her sleep grew deeper, her nights quieter, and she felt less anxious about walking to the bathroom in the dark. For seniors in India, where dinners may be later, the advice is the same. Eat your apple early in the evening, not just before lying down. The timing of this small habit can mean the difference between broken rest and a full stretch of peaceful sleep. Juice feels refreshing, but it often delivers sugar too quickly and without the balancing fiber that slows digestion. For older adults, this quick spike can lead to thirst and bladder irritation. Eating a whole apple with its skin and fiber intact allows the body to absorb nutrients, gradually calming both digestion and the bladder. John, a retired teacher in Dallas, thought apple juice was helping him stay healthy. Yet each night he woke thirsty, then drank more water only to wake again at 3 in the morning. When he switched to eating 1 whole apple instead, his thirst calmed. His bladder felt steadier and his sleep improved. In India too, the shift is clear. Eating fruit whole supports balance, while juice often does the opposite. Holding an apple in your hand, biting into its skin, and letting the fiber do its work is far more healing than sipping juice from a glass. Cold fruit may feel refreshing, but for older adults with sensitive digestion and bladder function, chilled apples can cause irritation. The cold temperature triggers the bladder to contract more easily, sending signals to urinate sooner than necessary. Choosing apples kept at room temperature prevents this sudden stimulation, allowing the bladder to remain calm. Sushila, a grandmother in Delhi, loved her refrigerator-cold apples before bed. But she noticed her urges to urinate became more frequent afterward. On the advice of her grandson, she began eating apples stored on the counter, not in the fridge. The change was subtle, but real. Her bladder no longer reacted sharply, and her nights became quieter. In America too, this practice matters. Seniors who switch from chilled to room temperature apples often report calmer digestion and fewer interruptions in sleep. Sometimes it is not the fruit itself, but the way it is served that makes all the difference. Finally, combining your apple with a small handful of walnuts can bring added benefits. Walnuts are rich in magnesium, a mineral known to relax the muscles of the bladder and reduce unnecessary contractions. This pairing works like a gentle partnership. The apple calms with fiber and low acidity, while the walnut supports relaxation at a muscular level. David, a 72-year-old in California, began eating 1 apple and 3 walnuts at 7 in the evening each day. Within weeks, he noticed fewer trips to the bathroom at night and stronger walks in the morning. In Chennai, a retired school teacher shared the same joy, saying the apple-walnut habit gave her both rest and renewed energy. The beauty of this practice lies in its simplicity. You do not need supplements or special pills. Just an apple, a few walnuts, and a consistent routine can bring back the healing rhythm of sleep. Apples may seem ordinary, but for older adults searching for peace at night, they can become extraordinary when used wisely. Whether you replace citrus with apple, choose the sweeter variety, eat it earlier in the evening, consume it whole, enjoy it at room temperature, or pair it with walnuts. Each step moves you closer to restful sleep. These 6 positive changes remind us that health often hides in the smallest choices. By eating apples thoughtfully, you honor your body's needs and give yourself the gift of calm nights and brighter mornings. Fruit. 1. Pineapple. Pineapple feels like a refreshing and healthy choice. Its bright sweetness, its juicy bite, and its reputation for aiding digestion make it popular in both American homes and Indian kitchens. Yet, when eaten at the wrong time, in the wrong way, or in the wrong form, pineapple can quietly disturb sleep and trigger nighttime urination. Understanding how to handle this fruit with care can help seniors enjoy its benefits while avoiding its hidden risks. Eating pineapple at lunchtime instead of in the evening is one of the most important adjustments. Pineapple contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that helps break down proteins and supports digestion. While helpful during the day, bromelain can overstimulate the intestines when consumed late at night. This stimulation increases bowel activity, creating pressure around the bladder and leading to unwanted bathroom trips in the early hours. Take the example of Harold, a 70-year-old retiree in Florida who loved pineapple slices after dinner. He often woke up twice between midnight and 3 in the morning. When his doctor suggested moving pineapple to midday, he noticed within a week that his nights became calmer. Seniors in Chennai share similar experiences. By shifting pineapple to lunch, they protect their digestion and preserve the deep rest that nighttime should bring. Choosing ripe golden pineapple instead of green or underripe fruit is another simple yet effective step. Unripe pineapple contains higher acidity, which can irritate the stomach and bladder. For older adults whose digestive systems are more sensitive, this irritation can lead to discomfort, acidity, and increased urination during the night. Meena, a grandmother in Mumbai, often bought pineapples still firm and slightly green. She believed it would last longer at home. Unfortunately, her sleep was frequently disturbed by sharp urges to visit the bathroom. When her daughter encouraged her to buy fully ripe pineapple soft and golden, her nights improved dramatically. In the United States, supermarkets label pineapple by ripeness, and seniors who choose ripe golden fruit instead of tart green slices often report a calmer stomach and bladder. Portion size also plays a critical role. Eating a small serving of about 100 grams instead of half a pineapple makes an enormous difference. Pineapple is rich in water content, and large servings can add too much liquid to the bladder, especially in the hours before bedtime. Raj, a 75-year-old in Houston, loved eating half a pineapple in one sitting. He often felt bloated and found himself in the bathroom twice before dawn. His nutritionist suggested reducing his portion to a few slices, no more than 100 grams. This modest adjustment reduced his bladder load and his nights grew steadier. Seniors in India too benefit from mindful portions. By respecting the body's capacity, they avoid unnecessary strain and discover that smaller servings can bring comfort without sacrifice. Fresh pineapple is always a better choice than canned versions soaked in syrup. Canned pineapple often contains added sugar, which increases thirst and encourages late-night drinking. This extra fluid intake almost guarantees more bathroom visits during the night. Louise, a widow in California, relied on canned pineapple because it felt convenient. She noticed she often woke at 2 in the morning parched and restless. Switching to fresh pineapple slices, carefully cut and stored in her refrigerator, reduced her thirst and stabilized her nights. In India, where fresh pineapple is widely available in markets, seniors are encouraged to avoid the temptation of packaged options. Fresh fruit carries its natural sweetness, while canned versions silently increase sugar and worsen nighttime urination. Eating pineapple by itself, rather than mixing it with yogurt or curd, prevents unnecessary fermentation in the stomach. Many elders believe pineapple with yogurt is a healthy snack, yet this combination can cause mild fermentation that produces gas and bloating. The pressure on the abdomen from this fermentation often transfers to the bladder, causing frequent urges at night. Ramesh, a retired engineer in Bangalore, loved his evening bowl of pineapple with curd. His digestion, however, grew heavy, and his nights were disrupted. When he began eating pineapple on its own in the afternoon, his symptoms eased and his rest improved. In the United States, nutritionists also recommend separating pineapple from dairy products for older adults. The stomach remains lighter, the intestines calmer, and the bladder less reactive. Finally, stopping pineapple consumption after 6 in the evening is a golden rule for seniors. Even when the fruit is ripe fresh and served in small portions, eating it too late in the day can still stimulate digestion and bladder activity. Many older adults report the frustrating pattern of waking at 2 in the morning, what they call the bathroom trip hour. Shifting pineapple earlier in the day breaks this cycle. Consider Dorothy, a 73-year-old in Chicago who adored her pineapple dessert after dinner. Her sleep was constantly broken at night. Once she moved the habit to her afternoon tea time, the late-night trips ended and her mornings felt lighter. Seniors in Kerala echo this wisdom, finding that afternoon pineapple provides energy without disturbing nighttime rest. Pineapple remains a valuable fruit offering vitamins, antioxidants, and digestive support. But for older adults, wisdom lies not only in what to eat, but also in how and when to eat it. By moving pineapple to midday, choosing ripe golden fruit, respecting portion size, preferring fresh over canned, eating it separately, and stopping consumption after 6 in the evening, you can continue enjoying this fruit without paying the price of broken sleep. These 6 changes are small but powerful, turning pineapple from a nighttime problem into a daytime delight. And when you adopt them, you give yourself the chance to sleep peacefully, rise with steady energy, and live your later years with dignity and calm. Sometimes the most powerful lessons come not from medical books, but from the lived experiences of ordinary people. In California, I once met a 71-year-old woman named Evelyn, who struggled with broken nights for nearly a decade. She had accepted her midnight bathroom trips as part of aging, yet deep down she felt tired, discouraged, and even fearful of falling in the dark hallway. Evelyn loved pineapple. Every evening, right after her late dinner, she would enjoy a big bowl of fresh chilled slices. She believed the fruit was light and healthy, unaware that the timing, the portion, and the temperature were quietly disturbing her sleep. When her granddaughter, a nursing student, gently explained how pineapple could irritate the bladder at night, Evelyn felt both surprised and relieved. She decided to try a new approach. Instead of eating pineapple at night, she shifted it to her lunchtime routine. She chose ripe golden fruit, enjoyed a modest serving of just a few slices, and always kept it at room temperature rather than pulling it straight from the refrigerator. The change was not dramatic overnight, but within 2 weeks, Evelyn noticed something remarkable. She no longer woke twice in the dark, and some nights she slept peacefully until dawn. She later said, "I thought my only option was medicine or simply living with this problem. But a small change with a fruit I already loved gave me back my rest." Her story reminds us that we are not powerless. By making mindful choices, even with something as ordinary as pineapple, older adults can rediscover the strength and comfort of unbroken sleep. When it comes to evening fruit choices, few options create such different outcomes as apple and pineapple. Both are delicious, both are nutritious, yet the way they interact with the aging body can be strikingly different. For older adults in America and India, this contrast often explains why some nights feel restful while others are broken by unwanted bathroom trips. Apple is naturally gentle, offering fiber hydration and a low acid profile that keeps the bladder calm. Its sweetness comes without sharp edges, and its digestion is steady rather than demanding. For seniors, this means fewer bladder irritations and fewer false signals that disrupt sleep. Eating an apple in the evening, especially before 8, allows the body to absorb nutrients while preparing for rest. The bladder stays quiet and the mind remains at ease. Pineapple, by contrast, carries powerful enzymes such as bromelain. These enzymes are wonderful during the day, supporting digestion and reducing inflammation. Yet, when consumed at night, they stimulate intestinal activity and place gentle pressure on the bladder. Combined with pineapple's high water content and natural acidity, the result can be unwanted nighttime urges. For seniors who crave peaceful sleep, pineapple is best enjoyed earlier in the day, where its strengths shine without harming rest. Susan, a retired librarian in California, learned this difference in a very personal way. She loved her nightly glass of pineapple juice, believing it was a healthy habit. Yet she noticed her nights were always interrupted at least twice, and her mornings felt heavy and unsteady. After a routine checkup, her doctor suggested a simple change: replace the pineapple juice with a slice of apple. Susan was skeptical at first, but she gave it a try. Within a week, she was amazed. Her bathroom trips reduced, her sleep deepened, and she woke with a smile she had not felt in years. The lesson is simple yet powerful. Apple, with its calm nature, belongs to the evening, supporting the bladder and steadying digestion. Pineapple, with its fiery energy, belongs to the daytime when the body is active and ready to process its enzymes. For seniors balancing health and rest, this contrast offers clear guidance. Enjoy both fruits, but respect their timing. So when you open your refrigerator tonight, pause for a moment. Ask yourself if the choice in your hand will comfort your body or disturb your sleep. By reaching for apple instead of pineapple in the evening, you give yourself a gift that no pill can match: the possibility of a quiet night and a brighter morning. The power of rest still belongs to you, and small choices keep it within your reach. Eating the right fruit at the right time is a powerful step, but pairing that choice with healthy habits makes the results even stronger. Many older adults in America and India discover that simple routines done consistently protect the bladder, calm the mind, and create the foundation for peaceful rest. Morning movement is one of the most overlooked tools for better nights. When you walk gently in the early sun, even for 10 or 15 minutes, your body clears the fluids that often settle in the legs during long hours of sitting. Without this release, that fluid returns to the kidneys at night, increasing urine production just when you want to sleep. Imagine Mr. Thompson in Texas, who added a quiet morning walk around his block. Within 2 weeks, his nighttime bathroom trips dropped noticeably, and his mornings felt lighter and more confident. Drinking water mainly during the day while limiting it in the evening is another habit that eases strain on the bladder. Seniors sometimes forget to drink in the morning, then try to catch up with several glasses after dinner. This well-meaning effort almost guarantees restless nights. The better path is to hydrate between sunrise and late afternoon, giving your kidneys time to filter before bedtime. In Mumbai, a grandmother named Savita learned to enjoy most of her tea and water before 4 in the afternoon. Her nights became quieter, and she no longer feared walking alone to the bathroom in the dark. Finally, calming the nervous system before sleep is as valuable as adjusting food or drink. Deep breathing, gentle stretches, or a few minutes of silent prayer can ease tension that otherwise wakes the bladder. Anxiety itself can trigger false urges, convincing you that the bathroom is needed when the bladder is barely full. Many seniors in both America and India share how breathing slowly, hand on chest and belly, lowers worry and supports uninterrupted rest. These habits may seem small, but together with the right fruit at the right time, they offer a powerful promise. You do not need to surrender to broken nights. With consistent choices, your body can still remember how to rest deeply, and your mornings can once again begin with steady steps and renewed hope. As we reach the end of this journey, let us pause to remember the 12 small changes built around apple and pineapple. Each adjustment may appear simple on its own, but together they create a powerful shield against restless nights and repeated bathroom trips. For seniors in both America and India, these choices prove that relief does not always come from expensive pills or complicated treatments. Health at this stage of life is not about adding more medicine to your shelf, but about learning to eat wisely and respect your body's rhythm. Choosing an apple in the evening instead of a glass of pineapple juice, watching your portions, and respecting the clock are steps anyone can take. They are not burdensome, nor do they demand perfection, but they gently restore the quiet balance that your body has been asking for all along. So tonight, when you stand in your kitchen, let your hand reach for what brings comfort, not disruption. May your nights be calm and your mornings full of light. And before you go, I would truly love to know, where are you watching this video, and have you tried apple or pineapple in this way? Please share your experience in the comments below and let this community of seniors support and encourage one another. If this message touched you, do subscribe, ring the bell, and share it with your friends and family. Together, we can spread the quiet wisdom that better nights are still within reach.